This is Malcolm with Automotive Addicts. Today I'm bringing you my 2017 Ford Mustang Shelby GT350. It's a car I've owned for about 3 years, a little over 3 years now. Today I'll take you on a quick ride and show you why the heck I chose a Ford Mustang. I started Cars and Coffee here in Jacksonville back in 2008. Out of all things to choose, I chose a Mustang, which is a crowd killer, I guess you could say. But in doing so, I actually never liked Mustangs, to tell you the truth. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I was never a Mustang fan. I kind of despised the cars at one point. The old Fox bodies, they never really grew on me until recently. But after the GT350 came out as a 2015 model, that caught my attention. Tried it out. I came from my E46 BMW M3. It's a 2002. Had that for the longest time. That was a very, very fun car of mine. I've tinkered on, worked on over the years, and I thought I'd just try something different. I drive plenty of different cars every week, as some of you already know with Automotive Addicts, but I thought I'd try something different. But I guess you can say I'm one of those old school enthusiasts that prefer a manual over anything else. Manuals are a dying breed. Of course, with the GT350, when it came out in 2015, the newer version, of course, it only came in manual transmission. That caught my eye to begin with. But over the years, I've kind of, taken on a liking to some of the dual clutch manual transmissions are out there, the automatics. Technology's afforded us to have some really good automatic transmissions. However, in my car, I choose to always keep a couple manual transmission cars in my relatively small collection of cars. But my GT350, I've enjoyed over the many years, and it's a blast to drive. As far as comparing it to like my M3, it's a depart from what I thought a Mustang always was, even though I've driven plenty of Mustangs. It's a blast to drive. Of course, as many of you know, the GT350 has a 526 horsepower, 429 foot-pounds of torque. It revs to 8250 RPM. It's pretty high-strung, flat plane crank V8 engine, naturally aspirated, no forced induction, of course. But I enjoy it. It's always been a fun car for me. Good stuff. Good stuff. Can't beat the sound of a flat plane crank V8. Of course, with the Shelby, the GT350, the flat plane crank doesn't sound anything like a Ferrari, obviously. They put a lot of flat plane cranks in exotic cars, but this one's got that kind of a characteristic Mustang sound. Good. I mean, how can you deny that sound? I do use the radio sometimes, if you're asking, but not that often, as you can imagine. I mean, the sound of that flat plane crank V8, that's enough entertainment for me. You might have heard some people complain about the GT350 as far as people losing engines, oil consumption problems. Believe it or not, over the 3 years I've had this car, I've had zero issues with that stuff. I always kept the oil changed, always checked the oil. However, I have replaced the air conditioner. The air conditioner has failed me once, unfortunately. I guess you can just, drill that down to being a Ford. Of course, the GT350 is not a drag car by any means. 0 to 60 is around 4 seconds. Some people maybe 3.9 seconds or so. The differences in the R version, not that many differences. The R is a tiny bit lighter just because of the wheels, coming with carbon fiber wheels. But on my car, I do have aftermarket wheels. They're forged. They're within a few pound difference of the carbon fiber wheels found on the GT350R. aftermarket wheels being much lighter than the stock wheels. I guess the stock wheels around 33 pounds or so. These wheels are about 21 pounds each. So it's a lot of unsprung weight that the car's lost, and it did change the overall driving dynamic of the car. Plus putting the different tires on there, the wider Michelin Pilot Sport, the 4S tires, P4S. They're wonderful. I really enjoy these tires. They got rid of the tram lining in the car. The car no longer tram lines from the original, the stock Pilot Super Sport tires. Those weren't a bad tire, but the tram lighting on this car was ridiculous. I put it on the highway, and you know, you let off the wheel, you're going to end up in the ditch. So why did I buy a Shelby Mustang GT350? You know, coming from, you know, German automobiles, this was kind of a hard decision for me, you know, going American muscle. There wasn't much out there in the 60 grand range that I really wanted to buy it. Kind of contemplated a Hellcat or something like that, but just didn't quite fit my bill as far as being more of a sharper vehicle in the handling realm. Like I told my friends before, they kind of kid around with me picking a Mustang out of, you know, all vehicles out there. It's the current automotive golden age with so much stuff we have to choose from. You know, factories pumping out 800 horsepower monsters and all that stuff. But choosing this, it was a manual transmission vehicle, naturally aspirated, handled well, checked all the marks as far as what I wanted, and just adding another vehicle, you know, to the garage to sit beside the BMW M3 that I had. We'll just go through the gears up to third gear real quick. So I'll just give you a quick walk around on my Shelby GT350. 19-inch wheels, 4-inch wheels, they're signature wheels. 6 piston calipers up front, cross-rail rotors, 4 piston calipers out back, still cross-rail rotors as well. The tire size I have on the back are 325 30s. On the front, they're 305s. Once again, they're Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. But that's my Shelby. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.